what's the biggest challenge, I guess, with dating someone that's well known or a celebrity?
It would be the misconceptions and just all the negativity that are surrounding all the spectators, I guess, in our relationship, because everyone feels like they know what's going on, when in fact in our relationship we're great. Like, we don't argue anything. We have little arguments like, don't leave the toilet seat up, or things like that. But honestly, we don't have problems in our relationship because we communicate very, very well. We were honest with each other and with ourselves from the very beginning about who we are, our past, and everything. So now there's no surprises. There's no, oh, you switched up, or your representative who you were when I met you is gone, and now this other person who I don't know. So we don't have those problems. But our problem, our biggest battle is the outside world.
Okay.
Because we're happy.
Yeah. Okay. So this month, I guess, you guys denounced the baby and the engagement on Instagram. Tell us about, whatever you want to share about the engagement.
Well,
the first one.
The first one.
Because there were two, right?
Yes, we got engaged way back in January. A lot of people don't know that. Some do. We got tattoos. How he proposed to me the first time, it was 6 o'clock in the morning. His album had dropped the day before, and we were in the bed. We were in New York, and we were in the hotel room. We were in the bed talking about how much we love each other and our future, and all that pillow talk stuff. And he just was like, "I don't want to lose you." So I was like, "Nigga, marry me then." Like, we've had this conversation time and time again. He's like, "Well, I don't have a ring." I said, "I don't care." I was like, "Do I look like the type?" And he just got on his knees. I was like, "What the hell is you doing?" He was like, "Don't fuck this up." And then he proposed, and we went and got tattoos, and that was it.
So when we saw tattoos online, you guys were okay, because we were speculating.
Yes.
Okay, and then why the second proposal?
Well, I have received a lot of like negativity because everyone's like, "Oh, he doesn't love you. He didn't buy you a ring, blah blah blah." But anyone who knows me knows that I am the furthest from materialistic that there can be. Like, I don't care about all that type of stuff. I actually have to tell him, "Stop, don't buy me that. I don't need that," because that's not who I am. So it was just a lot of hate, and also from personal friends too that were just like, "Oh, they did the ghetto thing and got tattoos." Like, it hurt. So I got him a 10-carat ring. Okay. And gave it to him at our engagement party, just to show them, honey, it's not money, it's not lack of love, it's not any of that. That's just who we are. And then on my birthday, he just decided to re-propose because he just didn't like how people were treating me.
Oh, that's sweet. Is this your first marriage engagement?
Yes.
So you never been down the aisle before? Okay. What type of wedding are we planning?
Well, I'm not telling.
Okay. But can you tell me, it's going to be big or small?
It's definitely going to be big.
It's going to be
big. I personally wanted something small, but like they always say, it's not my wedding. It's his mother's. It's my friend's.
Because he's never been married.
He was married when he was very young. For a very short time, and it wasn't anything big like that. But yes. So
what you can share is that it's going to be big and grand.
Yes.
Are you guys going to film it?
I'm debating if I am or not. I don't know if I still want to keep that private or personal because of the media and all those things. Yeah. So we haven't decided on that yet.
Okay. Baby. The baby is due. Are we sharing that? What are we sharing?
Baby's due in March.
Okay.
Baby's due in March.
We're excited. Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. First child. And
boy?
It's a boy.
Okay.
It's a boy. Yes.
And you're thrilled. Okay. Okay. So are you naming him after his father?
Absolutely.
Okay. This is fun.
Absolutely.
Okay. So now I have to ask you this, or I have to say this, and I have a question. So every time we post something about you and NeYo, we get mixed reviews. People really love you, or they're really like Team Monyetta. How do you handle that kind of criticism?
In the beginning, it was very hurtful because I have nothing to do with his past relationship.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with me. They were broken up almost 2 years before I was ever even thought of. He even knew who I was, any of those things.
Okay.
So it hurts because I really like her. She's a great person. She's funny. She's fun to be around. We don't have those problems. And I hate the misconception that people want us to not like each other because it's not the case.
Okay.
So it bothers me a lot. Well, it used to bother me a lot. Now it's kind of like, no matter what you do, if we were to go on Instagram right now and take pictures and videos of us hanging out and being one big happy family, people will still have something to say. So at the end of the day, I'm at the point where I don't care anymore. Yeah.
But your relationship with her is not,
no,
it's
we
not
don't have problems.
tense. Okay, you don't have,
not at all.
Okay, so when you guys made the announcement, she wrote on Instagram, classy but hurt, right? So did she find out on Instagram, or you don't know?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
At my request, at my requirement, he told her way before that.
Okay. So maybe we read into that.
Everybody read into that. Of course they want to, but like I said, people on the outside looking in, they don't know the truth, and the truth that matters, she gets respect because I wouldn't have it any other way, because I'm a woman at the end of the day.
Okay.
And I actually like her as a person.
Okay.
So I would never allow her to be blindsided by something from the media instead of hearing it from us first. Never.
So what was that post? You don't know because you didn't post it. I'm like, well, what was that post about? Okay, anyway. All right, so moving on. Can we talk about your business outside of the reality show? And so tell me about it. You have a line. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I've been working on the line for a while now, and I've been really taking my time with it because it's my baby, and when I release it, I want it to represent me and who I am and quality. And it takes a while to do that. Throwing something together, a t-shirt line or something like that, that takes a few weeks, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for big department stores to take my line on. So I'm keeping it very personal and private because we know how people can see an idea and they take it and do it for themselves. And as I am taking my time, I don't want anybody to go and make a rough draft of my stuff.
Okay.
Just put it out there.
Well, can you share, it's clothes?
Yes, it's clothes.
Okay.
It's children's clothing.
Okay. All right, we can leave it there. Okay, so you're working on a children's clothing line.
Yes.
Okay. And when will you be able to share more about that?
My debut hopefully will be in March.
You're doing a lot in March.
I'm doing a lot right now.
So before I let you go, I have these general life questions that I ask everyone that I sit down with. So here we go. What's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is failure.
Okay. Failure of what?
Just of life, period. Like, I have a lot of things that I want to do, and I'm very, I like to plan, and sometimes things take longer than they should, but that's because I don't like to fail. And when I do execute something, it's always successful.
Okay. That's right. What's your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Okay. Of course you are. Okay. What's one job that you never want to do?
I never want to clean toilets because my stomach, the way it's set up, honey, no.
Okay, so you don't clean your own bathroom?
I do. I clean my own bathroom.
Okay,
I know what comes
but
out.
you don't want to clean nobody else's toilet.
There you go.
That's one thing you want to do. Okay. What have you learned about love?
Love, I guess you can't define it. You can't. There's no guidebook. People say that there's all certain things you're supposed to do, and there isn't. It's what you and that person determine. And about love, I just feel like you have to be open-minded and just ready for whatever.
Okay. If you were a rapper, what would your rap name be?
Girl, they call me C Murder Girl.
Okay. What's your go-to song? Like, what song?
This week is Drake Hotline Bling. I don't know what it is about that song, but I just be in the car like,
I like that song too.
That's
okay.
my jam right now.
Okay. What's the best business decision that you've ever made?
Stepping out on my own. I used to work in the hospital, and when I had a patient that passed away, God rest the day, it hurt me very badly. And I just decided that it was something that I couldn't deal with every day for the rest of my life. So leaving that life to be in this and model and just be creative, that was probably the best move.
Okay. What's one thing that you spent way too much money on?
Weave that I don't wear. I will get some weave and dye it and try it for a day, and then y'all don't even see it because I don't post it. So probably that.
Okay. If you could be any animal, what would you be?
I would be a giraffe. Because I feel like I'm long and I look like a giraffe anyway, and I associate people with animals, so I think.
Do you?
Yes.
That's funny. What is one thing that I guess the public doesn't know about you?
I'm a real cool person.
Are,
like,
yeah.
I really am. I'm not bitchy unless you push me there, like anybody. But like, I'm really down to earth, like very tomboy style, and I like to joke and play. And I think a lot of people think that I'm like this stuck-up broad when it's so far from the truth.
Okay. What is one lesson in life that took you the longest to learn?
Trusting people.
Okay.
I don't trust people, and,
Okay.
it's still a lesson that I'm learning right now. I don't like to let people have any control in my life and do things for me, and that's my biggest struggle, because there are some people that are actually there to help you that can be trustworthy, and I have a big problem with trusting.
Okay. What's your best girlfriend's name?
My best girlfriend's name is Angelica Washington, aka Jelly.
Jelly, okay.
That's been my best friend for 11 years, and never a fight, nothing. Like, we keep it real with each other, and she's been there for me through the worst times of my life.
When's the last time you got into a physical fight?
Why you gotta ask me that? We just gonna say a while ago.
It was a while ago.
Okay.
All right. Do you watch reality TV?
I have lately, as gearing up for this show, as just kind of a reference to what not to do. And so lately I have been watching.
What's your favorite reality show?
I don't have a favorite. I personally think that they are disrespectful to Black women.
Okay.
I feel like the drama that we allow ourselves to get caught up in is just it's a shame. Like, we're giving ourselves a bad name. So I personally don't care for them. That's why I appreciate this show, because it's supposed to be no drama, all love, and unity. So hopefully
we'll see.
It goes.
You know how people interview and they say that? We'll see.
Girl.
I'm being positive too, though. What keeps you up at night?
Keeps me up at night. Not being where I want to be.
In terms of?
Just in life. Just
okay.
Like
professional or personal? Okay, professional. Because you are getting married, so I don't know what else you want.
No, my personal life is great. It's great. No complaints.
Okay, if you had to pick one song as the soundtrack of your life, what would you pick?
Ooh,
that's a tough one.
Yeah, that is a tough one.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I only got one more, so you have to tell me something. You have to give me a song. And it can't be Hotline Bling.
What is that song that Beyonce throwback? No Good. You ever heard of that?
No.
So you have to be a real Beyonce fan.
I feel like I'm not now.
You have to Google it and check it out.
Okay,
I'll
check it out.
Sing it for you.
Okay, all right, because I was going to ask you. Okay, last question. I'm sorry, I'm a touchy person.
It's okay.
Last question. If you could ask God one question and he'd answer loud and clear, what would you ask him? Or do you believe in God?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So if you could ask him one question and he'd tell you an answer just like this, what would you ask him?
Am I gonna make my own millions? My own millions? That's all I want.
That's a good question. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to see the baby and more sonograms, and I can't wait to dig and find wedding pictures, and I can't wait to hear more about this line.
But you may.
But I may. It's been a pleasure. Bye.
Bye.